traveler.
Change your mind.
You require my assistance? We're gonna be rich. Require my assistance? Who am I?
Let me change your mind.
Require my assistance? Who am I?
Let me change your mind.
Traveler.
Hello, everybody. Slim, unmute your mic.
I got it.
Welcome to the final Sunday Showdown for this evening. I am, of course, Steffi, everybody's favorite Sunday Showdown host. I can say that because Donnie's not here. But we have everybody's favorite THL person in general, Slim. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm here, and I'm good, and here for a good time, not a long time. Scritch is coming.
Yeah, we have a baby coming soon. To take.
Yeah, but this is exciting. I was here for one decider series earlier in the day for the Ragnaros League, and now we get to see it for the Sylvanas League, and it is no less hype than before. So cool stuff.
We have
Who
a
we got,
juicy
Steffi?
one. Let me tell you, fam. This is a juicy one because this is the deciding factor, and it's all on the 5 seed. Bon Voyage, Ugly Mucklings. Hear me out. We have Dr. Dreidel from Bon Voyage versus Starden from Ugly Mucklings. Now, they're currently 10-9, Ugly Mucklings leading with 1 point. So really, it's anybody's game. And, look, I'm hyped. I don't know. This is going to be a good one. It's hard to tell with their lineups. As the players, I know them really as names. I don't really know them on skill per se because I haven't watched them. So I'm excited to see how they perform. Do you have any experience with them, Slimsh? What are your initial thoughts? How are you feeling?
I know Dreidel is the captain, and he plays ever so slightly off meta. He quote unquote memes. He'll play a couple non-standard cards in a couple of lists to give them a little memey flavor. Starden, I don't know so much, but I do know his teammates in Ironfire and Wolf Mac a little bit more, and yeah, I'm sure they've given him plenty of advice. We saw Jack earlier, and I'm actually not so familiar with Bon Voyage's players either, so.
No,
yeah, I know that Starden's probably armed with knowledge here going into it, but
yeah, it'll be interesting to see how these players pilot their decks. So Dr. Trader opted to bring Hunter, Paladin, Shaman, and Warlock, while Starden decided to bring Druid, Hunter, Paladin, and Warlock. So again, these are pretty strong, familiar classes that we're used to seeing. We also are lucky enough to have the bans in as well, because I know these players are eager to get started. Let me take another little sneak peek. So Dr. Dreidel banned Starden's Paladin, while Starden banned Dr. Dreidels Shaman. So we're going to see Dr. Dreidels Hunter, Paladin, Warlock, while we're going to see Starden's Druid, Hunter, and Warlock. It's interesting when you see Hunter left up, we're seeing Warlock left up. But I know Pally has been a common ban, so I'm not necessarily surprised by the Paladin. The Shaman, though, that intrigues me. I'm interested to see what decks that are actually going to be here tonight.
yeah, Paladin's been a very common ban. Shaman is being banned here from Starden. That's something you would definitely want to ban. Maybe as an even Paladin. Maybe as even something like a Taunt Druid, who knows? But the Paladin ended up getting banned for Starden, so.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I love seeing a good Shaman, so it sucks that we're not going to see Dr. Dreidel Shaman, in my opinion. But, I mean, we got double Hunter up. Should be a good show. So, I mean, I'm ready to get started whenever you are. I don't mind telling the players, so we can start properly casting this bish.
Yeah, I'm ready to go until the precious young boy arrives to oust me.
Or you can just stay with me the whole time, whatever. I'm good company. Sure.
Yeah, you know, three cooks is too many cooks. Yeah, but let's get moving here and figure out this Sylvanas season 7 champion.
The champions.
I have a slightly soft spot for the Ugly Mucklings because, as I understand it, this is Jerry's Sylvanas team, and Jerry was our Ragnaros captain for the Cabal Boys, but I will insert no bias here. And yeah, let's just see what it is. They've got pretty similar classes left up. Both Warlock, both Hunter. Hunter was getting all the bans the the previous weekend playoffs. I wonder why that stopped.
I don't know, but it looks like both players are already in battle. So let's switcheroni and see the action. The Doctor of Dreidels will be on the bottom.
Okay, the Doctor is in.
The Doctor is in, while Starden's going to be sitting pretty on top.
Okay, good
I
deal
love
then.
seeing what they start. I love the
Hunter.
It's killing
Hunter
me.
seems pretty good, but
Hunter can be annoying, and I understand. I can respect why both players brought it, but we're not going to see that first. No, we're not. Hopefully my spectator's working. All right.
yeah,
this is one.
we saw earlier in another series that one of the players had brought Secret Hunter, maybe as a counter, but oh my, Dreidel has Harbinger Celestia here in this Zoo deck, and that card is
that the?
very bad.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that. I'm trying to get, it says I'm spectating started. There we go, I can see it. He kept his whole hand. I think that's what my deck tracker told me. And it looks like we are, oh, this is a Taunty Druid, because I see that lovely Witching Hour sitting right up top.
Hey, I was right! Yes, with the Shaman Man!
Called it. Freaking called it. However, Dr. Dreidel has a great start because he has Prince. And if you have Prince Peliseth on turn 2, then you are a winner. So, but like you said, this stealth, after your opponent plays a minion, become a copy of it.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, but when you draw Keleseth on 2, not a whole lot matters.
I mean, I feel like it kind of does, because what card are you not playing to have that carded? That's where my mind goes. So, it looks like, you know, Starden's off to a good start. He has
the Nourish to follow up.
He does. He didn't get Wild Growth, but he does have Nourish, so that's actually just as good. However, Dr. Dreidel has a really solid board presence right now. And, you know, the Taunty boys, they don't run the spreading of plague, so
no.
he's going to have to work to deal with this.
Decides to take a hit in, that's going to work to Starden's advantage with this swipe here. Going to be able to clear a whole lot.
Yeah.
Everything but the Voidwalker. You can't complain too much about that.
No. You're pretty happy about these results.
And then Starden's got plenty to think about afterward with Nourish to ramp either into Hadronox and other taunts, or to draw if the hand's looking that bad.
Yeah.
Oh my
interesting
goodness.
that he's going to Soul Infusion, this card that completely changes who it is. Thinking out loud. Thinking. It does.
Yeah.
Did he keep the stats?
I do not believe so.
I've never seen this card in play, so I think we're gonna find out literally right now. I don't know. Alright, back to started. This deck I understand. We're gonna see this quality Nourish play. Predicting it now.
Maybe Starden should just go ahead and play that cube to play around this this Harbinger.
Well, he's probably sitting there thinking like we are. How
Wondering
exactly
if
does this card change? Yeah.
I guess Starden doesn't care all that much because he has the naturalize. He has the naturalize,
He
which
also
is
has
fine.
naturalize. So we're just gonna, wait it out. Okay.
Really, not that many taunts have gotten played, but I guess it's fine. Oh, Solarium instead of the Doom Guard.
Yeah, I'm actually a little surprised about that as well. But I guess at the same time, you don't hate going wide here. So he's gonna be able to play most of this. Obviously, I don't think he's gonna play the Soulfire.
Probably not.
You just can play the Light Warden out into your Voodoo Doctor. I think that's totally fine.
Light Warden first, obviously. Oh, that's a bit of a boo-boo.
But he doesn't agree, so that's a little misplay there. Especially because his buff, so he plays around Starter Spellstone. Now we do see in Starden's hand, he does have one upgraded Spellstone, so sitting pretty with that. Top deck the Wild Growth. It's a little late for that, but at the same time, you don't really have anything. So it's like you kind of go back and forth. Do you want to save that for draw, or do you just want to get to 10 mana? And I think you're fine with saving it, because I think you've literally played one taunt.
Let's see.
So your Hadronox isn't doing much.
Yeah, this is pretty darn strange on Starden's end. The Wild Growth going up to 10 mana, I don't know about that.
I don't think you necessarily needed to do that. I think I kind of like putting it off for drawing a little bit more, just because your hand is so lacking. But
Yeah.
at the same time, he does have his Hadronox, so you might just think Hadronox is cube. You know,
Yeah,
get one
there's-
taunt and start getting a wall of your 3/6s. So
Yeah, there's only one dead taunt so far, but he also has the activators to bring it back and cube it to get 2 taunts, and then 2 taunts can become 4 taunts, even though it's about the lowest quality taunt there could ever be.
especially against Zoo, you know, it's still something that they've to force their minions to. Not the best draw, the second spellstone here. So yeah, if it was me, I think I would just play out this Hadronox. I think maybe even spellstone one of the 3/2s. It's pretty feels
12.
bad, man.
14 damage is on the board, so
Yeah.
a
he has to do
spellstone seems
something.
reasonable
Let's see.
to shave
Okay.
off 3 and play around. Let's see, how much was that? That was 14 damage. So yeah, if you can play around Fungalmance or Soulfire, even though one Soulfire got discarded, I think that's worth.
I think it's worth it as well.
You did it.
So from Dreidel here, I think you just continue to go in.
Yeah.
As Dreidel, you know your opponent only played one taunty boy. He can't pop the Hadronox with board, so he can see right now. So there's no qualm with just really putting the pressure. So if he does
Yeah.
pop it, you can deal with that one taunt and
Was
still
it-
have lethal.
What a weird sequence of events. There's no taunts in this thing.
Yeah, that's very unfortunate. There's a taunty boy, but I think I might be a little too late for this taunty boy. Yeah, so he can clear 2 minions with this, but he'll still have, let's see, 3, 5, 9, 13, 17.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're just GG's
Now,
here.
how
His first
about-
start in. It's unfortunate. He didn't draw anything.
Yeah. Not sure why it didn't hit anything or hero power. The witching hour bringing another one back.
Yeah.
Still gonna be dead to the board.
I'm not sure. He's still dead before. Yeah, I think he's just showing
Well
that his
played.
hand was awful.
Yeah.
This is my hand. It's unfortunate. Alright, so
Yeah,
like
there were
game one's
definitely-
gonna be going to Dreidel.
There are definitely some things that could have gone differently there.
What are
With
you doing?
Sarden,
Stop
I
trying to be
wonder-
cute. Just kill him.
He maybe should have drawn with the Nourish, I'm not too sure. The hand was pretty lackluster, but yeah. What are you gonna? And I think playing the cube to offset the big stealthy boy would have been something too, but yeah.
It is what it is. That was pretty poor drawing on Sarden's end, but I agree. There could have been some tempo plays made that maybe could have given him some leverage, but honestly, just to look at this, it was not like it got out of hand fast.
All right. So the zoo will continue onward, and
Mhm.
I will switch. We'll do a quick switcheroo. I will.
Yeah, I'm leaving now, guys. Bye.
I will be replaced with. You're not leaving. I'm
you
gonna be
sure?
replaced with Scritchy Scritch. Who
Oh, I get
will
the
join
baby.
Step-
That's right. Okay, good.
That's right. You're you're a big fan. Bye.
I am a big
Have
fan.
fun.
Bye.
I'll be watching.
Hey everyone, Slimp here.
Oh, yay, Donnie, you already changed your name. Perfect.
Let's go.
Slim Scritch. Almost the same. Welcome.
All the same. Thank you.
Welcome.
I was able to catch a bit of the end of that first game. Looked like Taunt Druid was getting smacked by a 10-3, which looked fun.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Mhm.
So now Dr. Dreidel is currently up by 1, continuing on with his zoo. And if my memory serves me correctly, what does Starden have left? He has his Hunter left, and he
Yeah.
has Warlock left. So I'm interested to see what he cues into next, which looks like the players are already getting started. Are you in the spectate mode? Oh, so one of the
yep.
dance? Okay. So Dr. Dreidel has banned Starden's Paladin, while Starden has banned Dr. Dreidel as Shaman.
All right.
Let's have some
And again, it's already up 1 for Dr. Dreidel.
And look at this hand for the for both players here, really. Flame and Fun 1 is always good, obviously, but double Spellstone in hand.
And Prince Keliseth. It looks like Dr. Dreidel is starting to have Wolfmax left. Uh-oh. Are the tables turning for the Ugly Mucklings? Are they passing off this, RNG luck? Oh, I don't know who I'm rooting for, even though everybody knows I'm rooting for the Ugly Mucklings. You know, I'm not supposed to play favorites, but you know, it'll be interesting to see how this turns out. Prince on 2, so good.
Yeah, I have not seen a faster play, I think, so far in this finals.
You just whoop him out.
Very good turn 1 there, though, for Starden, able to deal with the Flame really nicely, and following up with his own Plated Beetle. So he's in a position here where the Keleseth is obviously over time going to do a lot of damage, but not himself, but the effect that he has. But there are things that Starden can do, and the tools he has to deal with this are pretty significant.
I agree. You know, Hellfire is a card. Defile, he has double Spellstone in hand, which have already been buffed to both deal 5, which is going to work heavily in his favor. So it's going to kind of come down to see how Dr. Dreidel handled this. Interesting. I was actually expecting a more aggressive line from him, but
yeah, and this is big for Starden because obviously he had no play this turn other than tap and pray really. So now he's able to tap into his turn 4, which he has a lot of answers for.
He does.
So interesting approach here that we see.
Yes. We are still going to see a freaking huge board coming out on Dr. Dreidel's end with a really good turn 5 follow-up as well. Even with the buff spellstones, you know, it only deals with 1. If he chooses to use it this turn, Hellfire could clear a little bit more. You can, you know, trade the Plated Beetle in Hellfire and then have these spellstones buffed for 7. Still leaving 2 minions on board with 1, but that top deck Defile could be really good. So
yeah, we see the effects of Keleseth really early here. Obviously these minions would all die to this Hellfire, but only 1 died without the trade. So yeah, you're absolutely right. This Begomancer is going to come down and really run wild here.
Run wild. Yes, you feel great, Dr. Dreidel, playing that after seeing that Hellfire come down. I guess he's, you know, thinking about potentially playing around a 7/7. But you're also the Smorking deck, so if you don't go phase, then you don't win. Yeah,
especially with the Soulfire in hand in the 3/3, it trades nicely the next turn, and this is just setting up very good opportunity here.
Yeah. You're literally saying you better have it or you lose.
Yep.
So I hope that Dr. Dreidel does make the swing, which it looks like he does really good. Respect the thinking, but yes, hitting is definitely correct.
Yeah, and we're just going to see a Spellstone come out here, deal with one of the 6/3s. Obviously a little slow for what Starden wants to do against this board, but still healing 7. It's a pretty big swing here, so he's going to tap last.
Naturally.
Yeah.
He does have a hand which can hold up, so as long as he survives, he'll definitely be able to jump back. And I think the double Spellstone's really what's going to help him a lot in this scenario. I like
the Doomguard pickup though, so all of a sudden we have to start looking at Soulfire discards and things and shenanigans coming up, because that is lethal from hand next turn, depending on. Never mind, he just went with the Spellstone.
And that actually kind of makes things awkward for Dr. Dreidel, because you just want a Soulfire, but now you have a Doomguard in hand.
Yeah, that thing looks just way too big to get rid of that fast, and that's the pickup.
Ooh, that's definitely the pickup. Yeah, that's an easy fungal boy. Gosh. Put it in there. I actually like how he traded too, leaving that 5/5 up. You know, that safe health.
Yep.
Oh man,
not scared of Godfrey.
Zoo things. No, not at all. Well, unfortunately, we don't have 3 Spellstones, so now it's just kind of like, what do I do? God, Keleseth makes this deck so good. If he didn't have it, Mossy Horror would have been amazing here. But it just doesn't look like, you know, Starden's gonna have anything to really
this
keep him alive.
This is just game.
This is just game. Zoo doing zoo things, man. Let me tell you. Yeah, that's very unfortunate for Starden. Again, it feels bad when your opponent has Prince on turn 2.
Yeah, and we look back to that Prince and see that again the Hellfire clear would have happened, and all of a sudden you don't have 2 6/3s, things like that. So
Yeah.
Pretty good draws on both sides. Just the zoo played out a little better.
I agree. Stardom was able to kind of keep himself, alive a lot sooner, but it's unfortunate. So we're gonna go into potentially the last game. Hopefully not. We're trying to go to game 5. Okay. That's the kind of household we have. But it looks like Stardom is running some type of secret hunter. We see 2 secrets
Let's
in
have
hand.
some fun.
Yep.
I wonder how this fares off. I'm not sure on the statistics for this one. So
Yeah,
I'm,
I'm looking at it. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. It looks a little bit. Like it's Secret Hunter favored. But again, I think that a lot of that, and it's very close. Not favored by a ton, probably 46%. But we see a bunch. We can see a double Soulfire in hand here. Light Warden, Voidwalker. Both hands looking pretty good.
Oh, okay. So.
Oh.
We're gonna see an immediate Soulfire? He's thinking about it. Well, now.
I think that.
Interesting that he chose to.
So, well, I think you coin first because you.
First.
Yeah, that's order. Because. Well, yeah, that's interesting.
That's interesting.
Probably was scared of a Razor Maw there on 2.
Yeah, I can respect the Soulfire play to an extent. It's just interesting that he didn't choose to play the minion that he knew he was going to play first.
Exactly.
That's my only kind of like, just a little head turn. But moving on, again, he's still able to kind of reload the board, double 1/1s. Sounds
Blinking
like
Strike
two.
coming into the hand for Starden.
Ooh, that's
Big card in
really
this
good.
matchup.
This is an interesting play for Starden because he actually has a couple options here, and because this board can be really scary. This 1/2 can get out of hand, and then you just have a 3/2 that's going to be pushing damage.
Yeah, I'd like to see an animal companion here. I feel like every option feels pretty good in this scenario. Even if you get Huffer, you can value trade into the 1/2 here, and they have no way of dealing with it.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think your worst outcome would be getting the 2/4, but even that is actually clear.
2 attack.
Exactly, it just deals. Quick tap from Dr. Dreidel, and I'm assuming we're just going to see another flame amp and then hitting face.
Yeah.
Alrighty, let's see what Starden's going to do.
I'm assuming, yeah, you just Blinking Strike here. And obviously picking the 3/2 over to 1/2. They didn't play any bungles last turn for heals or anything, so you're not too afraid of that.
Again, very fast playing. Understandably, these are pretty obvious plays right now for Dr. Dreidel.
There are some options here, though, that, maybe they were thinking about them over the course of the turn, but...
Yeah, sure. For sure. Alrighty, we're going to see
Poisonous.
Poison. Interesting. I also kind of liked the 1/1 potentially, just giving it some thought.
Yeah.
But I can understand Poison as well. Maybe kind of force yourself to trade because you're kind of scared.
Yeah, obviously not going to be huge against these 3 health minions that we're seeing from Dreidel's hand and board.
Exactly. I will say I didn't get a chance to comment on this. Starden picking up that Spellstone is mighty nice for him. I think that card's one of the deciding factors for this matchup. So the fact that he got it, hopefully he draws into another secret and can just really get that tempo down and out with it.
Yeah, and this is what we've seen against the Zoo for the past 2 games at least, is that the pressure wasn't enough to cause them to kind of go into kind of last-ditch effort. Now we see the Spellstone come down and they have to play against that instead of you playing against them. So
definitely. I actually think I like playing the Spellstone here because you're still going to get a Wolf Alive if your opponent chooses to trade. And this is just all about board control, like who's going to be able to maintain, and that's the card to maintain it.
That's a nice Solarium right there.
I was about to say that. Dreidel just got a really good, just being able to flood the board and do the thing. I'm interested to see if he trades here.
Yeah, and also interesting to note the secret has been up since turn 2, I believe. So he's narrowed it down. I think that he can guess here it's Wandering Monster, although it might be an Explosive Trap too, which would deal very nicely against this board.
Yes. I think I might have liked him attacking first to test for the secret before he played, but it really doesn't
Wait.
matter. Just being nitpicky.
How did we get a Celestia into hand? Was there a?
Oh, he runs that. Don't worry. You're on board now. No, that's a card that he chose to put in his deck. So.
Yeah. No. I completely understand. This
I personally have never seen this card in play, so I don't know. Like, do they lose the stats? Chat, do they lose?
Yeah, you lose the stats. You lose the stats.
Oh, so it's just.
It's
Okay.
just yep.
Okay, cool. Moving on.
Although if your opponent doesn't play anything at all, it's a 5/6 for 4 with stealth.
5, 6, 4, so it's good against like big spell mage.
Exactly.
All right, easy fungal. I think. I probably even do one of the your minions that heals. Venom coming down. Choosing to leave it up. I think
That's
I would
interesting.
play it other way. Kind of
Someone called for
it doesn't really matter. I think I would have liked. Would I have liked the taunt better? Actually, maybe not. Doesn't really do anything. Picking up kill command also doesn't really do anything here. Because I feel like Starden probably feels like maybe he has to trade. He does
And
have a
this
wandering monster up though, so
This Harbinger Celestia, if things bear well for Dreidel, might stick as a 5/6.
yes, it
Because
might.
top deck mode for Starden here, and unless he draws a minion out, that thing's gonna stick.
I agree with you. It could definitely hold some value. So we see some value trading on Starden then. Interesting that he did kill command the 4/1 instead of just full trading the his Wolfen. But again, what I was saying earlier, it kind of comes down to board control, right? So he's just trying to think of what's going to keep
In
my
the
minions
light's
on
name.
board the most. Dr. Dreidel's just going to play on his hand and kill the Cobra on his minion.
I would like to see a little sense of urgency here, though, from Starden to start pressing face a little bit. Obviously, you're playing with a hero power that deals damage, and they're playing with a hero power that draws cards and deals damage to their own face. The longer this goes on in top deck mode, I feel like it starts to go into the advantage here of the zoo. But
I'm giggling over here because of the Secret Keeper.
Yep.
Keeper.
Four
It's so
mana, 1/2.
precious. 4 mana, 1/2. Let's go. Alrighty. Are we going to test for a wandering monster or not? Then we just full clear. And we're
attacking with the 1/2 here,
Interesting.
so we might get a sticky 3-drop.
Might get a sticky 3-drop. They have a bunch of them, so you gotta.
That works out.
3-drop, yeah.
Oh,
Oh, what a top deck!
that's
from
the card
Starden.
you'd like to see.
Oh yeah, it is.
And it's hiding behind a taunt too, so that's a 4/4 that can stick. That's 4 cards into the hand of Starden. He's playing Snipe, and he's playing. He got 5 from. Wow.
He got 5 full freaking value, and I'm sure he has another freezing trap in deck. So
Oh my god.
he is valuing. I like playing the Snipe. See, I think Snipe's semi underrated. I think Snipe's pretty decent in this deck, but what do I know? All right, let's see. Is Dr. Dreidel going to play around Snipe? Find out now.
No, I think he's gonna play the Fungal first, maybe.
I know you saw him
Honestly-
hover over it.
Yeah, I saw him hover over it. I'm assuming that means that he's gonna drop it here. And the Snipe is gonna go off.
And then
On a
the
3/3.
star goes off and the crowd goes wild.
It's playtime.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that adding the Snipe to the deck a lot of times, that's for exactly what just happened here, that Subject 9. And I remember playtesting Subject 9 when the expansion came out, and I put Snipes in the deck. Yeah, we haven't seen, I don't think we've seen, let me hover over, I don't think we've seen, oh no, we do see a Snake Trap. So, I was gonna say he might have put it over that.
Yes. Alright.
I like this line.
I do too.
The 5/6 obviously able to kill your Secret Creeper and Subject 9, but now you're able to push that face damage. You're threatening lethal next turn.
Yeah, you have it. You're like, here's the lethal. Deal with it.
Exactly.
And Dr. Dreidel, he can't deal with it. So, Starden just ended the luck of this Zoo deck. Look at Zoo not doing well because it didn't draw friends. Shocker.
Well, starting with the top deck of the finals with the Secret Keeper into destroy your opponent's Harbinger Celestia.
Imagine if that was the other guy, the Subject Knight. That would have been a lot better for him, but no, it's just a little Secret Keeper. Hey, what's up? That's a cute card, though. Again, never seen it before in my life, but it's interesting. It's interesting.
Yep, and we've seen variations brought to deck list so far in the finals and Rag finals. Ed always brought, I want to say, Goblin Prank in her Death Rattle Hunter, which was obviously that can throw people off sometimes. And these small cards, a lot of times in this closed list format, can make the difference in a lot of these matches. So it was an interesting inclusion. Obviously, not doing what he wanted it to, but
I'm interested to understand why he included it. I guess, especially against his opponent's lineup per se. But again, it's unique. I can respect unique. So now we're gonna see a double hunter, but not the same builds. We have a Death Rattle Hunter from Dr. Dreidel and the ever sassy Secret Hunter from Starden. So,
and look at this hand from Dr. Dreidel to start.
yeah,
He's gonna draw that egg, which is pretty big here, but we see the super aggressive start from Starden's hand, and not quite what you want on Dreidel side.
No. Even, if he top decks Prince, if he's running it, I know some of us do, some of us don't. Braxar's never a bad pickup, though. You're not unhappy to see him, ever. But Starden, you're right. You've said it perfectly. He has such an aggressive start. It's going to be interesting to see how Draidel's going to be able to come back, because his hand is quite clunky. Not very reactive at the moment. Because eggs are good, of course, but initially 0-3, it's not doing too much. We do see the activator, as well as Argus getting picked up, so he's going to be able to do some cute things with it. I don't know, man. It's already looking more favored for Starden in this moment in time.
Yeah. And this
it's also about how they maneuver the decks and blah, blah, blah.
Oh, and what a roll. Always tougher.
Always tougher.
Yeah, and this matchup is super interesting. I remember looking back to when the two decks really came along in the expansion. Very evenly matched, I feel like, in terms of, hunter decks going at it against one another.
Yes.
Each have the tools to deal with the other, and it's just depending on the list and how you draw them. We do see Defender of Argus and Draidel's build, which will help in this matchup. So it's interesting to see what's going to happen here.
It is interesting. I like that Starden opted to play his freezing trap over his wandering monster, because that's really going to benefit him now in this kind of situation. I'm curious to see how Dreidel starts his attacks, choosing to opt with the 3/3. We're seeing it, kind of get slightly punished there. But now he's kind of like, well, I still got to deal with this stuff, or I'm gonna die. Not fortunate.
That hover value coming in clutch.
Right? So clutch.
Yeah. Well, obviously Draidel's at 14. 1 kill command in the hand so far for Starden, so not the burst to really start threatening that lethal, but obviously 5/5s are good and all, but if you're facing a lot of damage and fast, they feel a little slow and clunky.
Exactly. Starden's just had such an aggressive start, and he continues to just draw into these things that he needs. I like playing the beast. He thought about it, maybe not. No, I like it, because worst comes to worst, you have your Bear Shark and kill command next turn, even if it dies. I like just putting on more pressure and getting things rolling. Coin hero power.
So this is interesting. Is there an explosive trap up? That's what there isn't. So this isn't even. I'm not sure how much I like this. This isn't a lethal setup for just the kill command and hero power per se. If there's a clear on board. So I think that is just showing the aggression there, and obviously could be another turn that he doesn't have to wait. This Rexar will clean stuff up nicely though, and 5 armor is very nice in terms of what Death Knights are going to do.
Yes. And now it's just really the Dr. Dreidel is pushing that button and getting those lifesteal beasts.
Bloat
Pat easy. Didn't choose to attack with the 2/3. Again, thanks for trying being smart, thinking of what that secret could be. So I can respect that. from
no,
Dr.
no way
Dreidel's
to
end.
deal with the 3 drop if it sticks after that. And that can help push lethal. Smart choice on Dreidel side.
Definitely. Now this is kind of interesting. Things are starting to slow down on Starden's end. He still has good cards in hand, but not really sure. He doesn't want to throw out his Bear Shark to just die to the 2/3 weapon or just the 5/1 as a sacrifice.
To shoot.
He's feeling a little cornered here. I think we're seeing an aggressive line of Kill Command to the face, Hero Power, putting him at 6.
Yeah, and this opens up lines, I think, to top deck a second kill command. Obviously, he can't fit it in with the Bear Shark and Hero Power, so he'll have to wait a turn on that if he does pick it up. But next 2 turns, if he picks it up after that, it'll allow him to push that lethal.
Yes.
Otherwise, I would have liked to see possibly even a snipe there. And just the more Seekers you're putting on here, I feel like the more time that you get. Just because obviously Dreidel was scared to attack face earlier, and now maybe value coming in here against the 5/1 as well. Yep.
I think I would have liked that 5/1 attack at this point. Because you're gonna have to pop it soon. I get that he's afraid of explosive traps, so he's just kind of trying to wait it out one more. I suppose I can respect that. But I don't know. I still think he probably could have gotten away with that swing.
And now there's the fact that you have a chance where you can't even
Hit them so
respect the trap anymore. You have to respect the trap, because if it is an explosive trap, you're just dead. So
thank goodness that he had that 1 extra health, am I right?
Oh, yeah.
That lifesteal would have been dead. Again, not procting the other trap. I guess now I can kind of understand. But
Darden's playing minions out here, so now Dreidel is not going to be afraid to attack into the minion.
Yeah.
And because of that, this lifesteal will go off.
Yeah.
Without the fear of explosive trap. If he had just held it 1 turn, he probably would still be forced to do it here. Either way.
I agree with you. That's a really good point to make. I liked almost like that psychology kind of game. Another lifesteal minion, I think it's worth taking. It's cheap. But yeah, you said it very well. Like, he could have went with that line of play of just not playing anything and make your opponent kind of just say, okay, let me swing face, or just not, and lose to that hero power. But
yeah, and there's also when you do get hit with this 5/1 now, you want to you really want that's a zombie.
That's a zombie. Yeah, I'm just about to say now, Draidel's gonna go back up by 11 health. He has a board that's full, and you're sitting there with nothing.
Yep, and again, thinking about the explosive trap. Not worrying about extra damage face here in case your wolf was gonna die.
Yeah.
Lifesteal.
Respect. So I think right now Starden's like, okay, I could use my Rexar Hunter right now. He did get Huffer, 2nd time.
Always Huffer.
Always Huffer. Yeah, might as well just play him out. Why not? They can start
And with
working
Ziliax in hand, Dr. Dreidel is looking in a really good spot right now.
Yes, I agree. Just getting that health was so good. Getting lifesteal is incredibly lucky. And he has his, King Crush in hand. So I think he could start, really changing how he is approaching this matchup now. He's kind of already done what he needed to do. He survived when Starden ran out of resources, and now he can really make that comeback.
And the minions are hitting the floor. You see giant corpse widow here. And damage starting to go face. Dr. Dreidel, Ziliax in hand, out of range of any form of lethal. Top deck pickup is a wandering monster.
Not gonna do it. It's not gonna happen.
And with that, I think we have our Sylvanas Season 7 champion. Dr. Dreidel taking it home for Bon Voyage. Congratulations all around.
That's insane. Yeah, congratulations, Dr. Dreidel. That was That was a good one.
Yeah.
Because initially, especially this match specifically, when you're initially looking at it, it looked very, one-sided. It definitely looked like, Stardom was able to maintain that pace and get the win, but, that just shows that Death Rattle Hunter sometimes. We got Rexar on 6, man. Let me tell you.
Yeah, you called it out exactly when it happened. Pickup of Rexar, I was skeptical at first, thinking no play until turn 3 and Rexar on 6 would just be too late. But no, Rexar able to get the lifesteal minions needed, gets out of range of the kill command, and ultimately decides Season 7 of Sylvanas League.
Yeah, so that means that Bon Voyage, they are the winners for, Season 7 of Sylvanas. This is a team that kind of came in where we knew some of the names, like a couple of them were not recognizable. We knew them from, Discord and things, but a lot of new players too. And for them to take the win, that's pretty exciting.
Yeah, definitely.
We know I'm a fan of the Ugly Mucklings, and it's unfortunate that they didn't get the W here, but happy to see a great team still make it this far.
Oh, yeah.
But, there's only one winner, so...
Yeah, and what an exciting finals on both ends of the Ragnaros and Sylvanas League, going down to the 5th match. It's just, this is, these are the finals that we really love seeing here, and a great way to cap off a season. That was quite exciting as well.
This was exciting, even though, this did go to... Did this go? No, this didn't go to 5 games. This was 4 games. Right?
I was talking about matches here. Go down to the 5th match of the series.
Oops, words hard. I'm back. Hi, I'm Steffi. I'm back. I'm ready. I'm ready to focus now. So before add Dreidel. Okay, I will add Dreidel if I'm friends with him. He was added to the call.
Sorry about messing up cams on anyone's end out there. Discord loves to do that. Hello.
Hello.
Dr. Dreidel. Yeah, it's definitely. Congratulations to you and Bon Voyage. What are you feeling right now? How are you feeling?
Yes, explain to us. No, I can imagine. We were feeling it with you. Don't worry. We also are enjoying this ride. Very well played. Question for you. I'm just gonna come up with this question right about Zoo. Firstly, good job drawing Prince. King. But that King one card, the 4-mana legendary, I'm just as curious as to why. I've never seen that card in my life, so I'm just like, oh, that's fun. Please relay to us, the people. We want to know.
Yeah, share the strats.
My captain Jayak was like, you we're trying to win here. You can, but you're our captain. You've helped us throughout the whole season. So it's your choice, but you also gotta listen to us. So he's like, you could have 1 meme card per deck. And I'm like, all right, I'll take the 1 meme card. That's so we took out a life drinker and put in that 4-drop.
Okay.
We
I
were
was
like,
trying to figure out what card you took out for it too. I couldn't figure it out, but that's good to know. That makes sense.
Did you have a meme card in every deck, or was it just the?
So if you, for the Druid or for the Hunter deck, it was going to be Swamp King Dread. For the Shaman deck, it would have been the Rune Spear, and for the Paladin deck, it was going to be Arthas and Rebuke.
Oh wow, you got 2 Paladin.
Yeah, breaking the rules a little bit.
Breaking the rules a little bit. The Rebuke was more of a tech for like the Hunter, so Arthas was definitely the mean card in that situation. But the Rebuke was like tech for the Druid matchup. In case like they went off with like a UI, I could stop them. It was just a tech card. Yep,
definitely.
That's fun. That's a fun tech card. You get to meme a little bit, but you had some thought behind it. No, but I think that was a really fun. This was a really fun match for us to watch on our end. I feel like both players, you guys played really well, especially with your added memes to your deck. How did you feel when he top decked though the Secret Keeper? I feel like I would have cried a little bit when your guy turned into a 1/2. What is her name? Is she Secret Keeper?
Harbinger.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
don't remember what that card
I,
says. That girl.
I was like, no, my 5/6 is now a 1/2.
Yeah, we were just commenting on how it could possibly stick due to the fact that Starden was top decking and possibly could get a secret or a spell, and then you have a 5/6 with stealth that just sticks there.
Right.
Yeah. I was like, that tech was mainly the reason for like Molten Giant. If like, because I knew we knew he thought he was gonna play even, so like we thought, let's just delay the Molten Giant and play a 5/6 with stealth.
Yep.
I like it. I like it a lot. Well, again, I feel congratulations. It was a great series to watch. You know, you guys came down to the I think it's fun when it comes down to like the 5 seed as well. Like you guys repping for your team. It's definitely a good time. So, do you have any other, thoughts, comments about the matches that you want to share?
No, everything like it was. I don't know. Like, there's just no words. Like,
Yeah, a lot going through your head.
Ugly Mucklings played such a great season, and like all their players are fantastic. Like, I can't hate on them because like they're great players. Like every single one of them. So it's like I have no comments for the match because I won. So like, but like, dang, like I top deck Prince. I feel like I high rolled on that Prince a little bit too much. Like I didn't think like I would get Prince both games, and like the matchup for the Druid, I thought was the Taunt Druid. I thought was definitely favorable, and I was really just trying to like kill him really fast. Like I thought like if he just got stuck a couple taunts, he would have easily won that game. But there was only one taunt he stuck, and I'm just like, I gotta go for it. I gotta keep going. Like I just kept like pushing down minions and trying to get face, and then won that game 1. Game 2, I definitely got lucky. I don't think I would have won that game if I didn't have Prince in my starter.
Yeah, Scritch and I were commenting on that because, like, he had the Hellfire, he had Mossy Horror in hand, which didn't end up seeing play. Like a typical answers to your minions if they weren't buffed. So you definitely that Prince is what really saved you for that game, and your smorking ability. You did a good job knowing when to go face and when not to, and things like that. So we'll credit you there for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you.
No, but it was fun. It was good. And then, Rexar is always there to help save the day, too. So, I mean, your decks did what they're supposed to do. When you get the most optimal cards in them for them to perform the best they can, they're going to perform really well. And so, you did just that. So, congratulations.
Yeah,
thank you very much.
Thank you. And
I'm
so
sure you want to go celebrate with your team, so we'll let you get out of here.
We won't hold you any longer.
All right, thank you guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Yeah. I think that's it from us.
Yeah.
We did our job. Okay, we showed up and we casted. Whew.
A little late, but we got there.
It is okay.
Yeah,
It is
fine.
okay.
We're fine.
All right, so before we peace out, there's a couple things I want to relay to chat. So chat, if you're listening, listen. Steffi speaking. Hear me out. Why are you not subscribed to us? I'm looking over. I know I'm 10 minutes in the future, but I see like no names. Oh, I see a couple, like 2 names that have the THL cute little logo next to them. Shoot, even our bot is subscribed to us. So, exactly. Thank you, Scratch. You're probably saying it more clearly than I am.
Yep.
Just subscribe. Use your Twitch Prime. Do your thing. Support us. We're growing as a community. We appreciate it. Also, tomorrow, votes for All-Stars are going out either tonight or tomorrow. So, vote for the All-Stars. Don't just vote for your team members. Don't just vote for your favorites. Who are the people that are really performing?
Vote for the
Vote
players
for
who
them.
deserve it.
Please. It doesn't always have to be a favorites game. Let's vote for the actual people who performed really well this season. And then I think that's accurate. I tend to vote for favorites too. I'm going to take my own advice this time. I promise. Anything else? Oh, also, next Thursday, if I remember correctly, if I'm lying, sorry in advance. Don't think I am, though. I think on Thursday, we will be back for Tavern Talk, but we're going to be giving out awards, all the fun awards for everybody. So tune in then. It'll be the typical squad, me, Saku, Force. Good time, I think. Could be wrong, but find out Thursday. You have anything else to add, Baby Scritch?
No, just great way to close out the season on both ends. A lot of fun
Yes.
matches were played over the course of it. And like we said, matches for the season aren't technically done. All-Star games are coming soon, so stay tuned for that. We'll announce when those go live. Obviously, voting will go live soon. So if you enjoyed this, be sure to subscribe, follow, and make sure you stay tuned for Tavern Talk and the other shows that are coming up.
Please do. All right. Donnie's yelling at us, so it's really time for us to go now.
All right.
Thank you,
yeah.
guys. We love you guys. And we'll
Bye.
see you another time. Bye.